Movement is medicine.
Bless and welcome back to RABD TV. I'm your host Suno, aka Jesse, and this is Movement is Medicine, but more specifically stretching and stretching centered. And I'll go ahead and get into, if y'all don't know, why it's important to stretch. It's important to stretch every day on a daily, preferably, especially when we wake up before getting our day started, and also at the end of the day, but also midday. So just picking these out of these three ranges, or just finding out what's the best time for you to stretch, because especially when it comes to mobility and longevity, we want to consistently start stretching and doing these and get into the habit of stretching, because just those little things that we see or feel that is little, it has a big and profound effect on us longevity and just staying active in our life so that we can age a lot more gracefully. So I wasn't always here mentally. I was there, but physically, I wasn't always applying these things that I know then and now, you know what I'm saying? But it comes and goes with the journey, you know what I'm saying? You'll get on the train just maybe out of desperation or fear, maybe health scares and things like that. We'll get on it, then we start seeing improvements, and then it's just human. We back off because we see the improvement. All right, I'm good now. I'm not having these aches and these pains anymore. So I can go about my day. And until those things start happening again, we're either picking up those bad habits, whether it's posture, whether it's um, just certain things that we just shouldn't be doing, and whether it's eating certain things, drinking certain things, staying up way past our bedtime, or just doing certain exercises that might be strenuous and we haven't really built up to that point. So it's just so many different factors that can aid onto us even getting on the journey to want to just have a better enjoyment of our life or quality of life with our health and things like that. And it starts with the health first thing first, because we wouldn't be able to enjoy anything if we're not in good health, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. We have to all have these things well balanced in our life, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my little spiel. But we're gonna go ahead and get into these stretches. I want you to find a nice, spacious place wherever you are in your environment. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, y'all having a good week so far. These last couple of days for me has been a real testament of where's my will, my willpower, also my commitment to myself. These last 2 days, I have not been wanting to work out really. I wake up and first things first is if I have to use a bathroom, I'll use a bathroom, but then I'll go outside and just get straight to my workout and then start my workday and things like that. So um been a little slower these last 2 days. Today is my rest day when it comes to like physical exercise and things like that. So I like to make these videos and do more deeper, intentful stretching, which I'm still trying to figure out how to do that in my work day. But I am thoroughly, I wouldn't say impressed, but because I got to the point where I have to listen to myself. And that comes with also trusting my intuition and the things, the cues that my body is sending me. I meant to start off with neck stretches, but we're gonna do the shoulder stretches for the shoulder blades. So I'm doing the right arm right now, bending that behind my head, and I'm taking my left hand, putting it on my elbow, and extend it a little further down to the middle of your shoulder blades as much as you can. You're gonna feel that stretch in here, but you wanna make sure that you're doing so slowly and it's not irritating your body. As long as you're in a comfortable position to stretch, challenge yourself, of course, but not too much if you feel like it's too much. All right, we're gonna shake it out. Go ahead and get to these neck stretches, which is very important, especially when we're either working on a computer or looking at our phones. Wanna take our head, take our hands, put it at the base of our head, stretch down. Okay. Then we're gonna take and go to the right of our shoulder. And you just wanna hold for a couple seconds, 15 to 20 to 30 seconds, whichever is your comfortable range. And then that'll be your gauging point. Because some days you'll find that you're a lot more flexible than others. Sometimes that's because of what we ate. I found sometimes certain things that I eat, I can be a lot more inflamed. So my joints might not be as a lot, it might not be as giving as it once was the previous day. Or maybe my mind isn't where it needs to be. Like last week, I was just so in my head, and I noticed it because I was working out and I didn't have any music this time around. And so we're gonna go the left over right. So I I I noticed it. I'm like, okay, I see how this is affecting my breathing pattern, which is also going to affect my reps and my sets. So now I gotta get clear with my intention. Why am I here again? Oh yeah, I need to be in the present moment. All right, this is to me for working out. My intention for working out is my gratitude for having a healthy body to even be able to complete a workout or do any type of movement. Um, that's the acknowledgement of my gratitude, but also just how I also like to show up to for the world and just my appreciation for nature. That's why I enjoy working out outside rather than being at the gym, which is cool because there's a lot more light-minded individuals in the gym and things like that. And you get to work out with other people in the gym, but you can also work out with people outside at the park, in the yard and things like that. So different environments, different intentions and stuff like that. So we went here, here. Next, we'll do the arm circles going backward. Going to do small arm circles going backwards. Then we're going to do small front circles. Okay. I'm going to shake it out. All right, now we're about to do big arm circles to the front. Big arm circles to the back. Shake it out. Okay. So I have standing work and I also have ground work when it comes to the lower body. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the standing work since we're already standing. So what you want to do is have your feet, spread them shoulder width apart, maybe a little wider. And then you're gonna have your toes pointed out a little bit. Then we're gonna go for that squat. Okay. So what we want to do here when we're doing the squat, it's basically just releasing or letting go of any tension that's in the lower back. Okay. So as low as you can go, you want to rest in it for a couple seconds. This is one of my favorite stretches because this is one of those things that helps me to gauge where I am and how flexible I am when it comes to being able to easily just drop into the squat like this. Okay. Um, Next thing, we're going to go to the left side. We're going to take our right arm head high. So overhead, and then we're gonna lean, not lean back, but lean to the side. You know what I'm saying? Like a cholo. All right, so gonna hold that. Should feel it in your hips. And next side to the right. All right, since we're here, we're gonna twist out the right leg or the right foot, twist that out. And then I'm gonna take my back supporting foot and twist that out. I mean, inward. And then we're gonna be here in the lunge position. So what you wanna do is kind of curve a little bit like this. So you're like this. And what you're gonna do is curve a little bit. And that's gonna stretch out the front hip. So like right in here, you're gonna get this stretch right in here. Okay. And then these are more like advanced stretches. If you've already been doing these things and you're accustomed to like your balance and things like that. So we're gonna do the same thing over here. Twist out, twist the back leg in, and stretch this front part. But this time around, I do want to keep it a little more or a lot more beginner friendly. And then once I start doing more of these, I'll start doing like, all right, this is more beginner friendly, intermediate friendly, advanced, and things like that. So yeah, we'll just build just like that with each other, you know what I'm saying? Next thing is if you can touch your toes. So we want to level switch. So here, touch your toes. And okay, here. So whichever leg that you throw over the other leg, the one that has the knee up, you want to take the opposite arm, put it on that knee to extend the stretch or have more support so you can get in that stretch. Okay. So this one right here is more of a lower back, but you can also feel the stretch in the back part of your hip in this area or like the top glute area, you can say. Okay, so sides. Make sure you're breathing. Always make sure you're breathing and stay in tune with your breath. Okay. You always want to be comfortable, even when it's uncomfortable. Next thing, I'm gonna do some more hip openers. These are what they call the butterflies. So what you want to do is just flap the wings of the butterfly. Simple. Okay. Some people love these. I don't care too much for them. I don't feel any effects, like, really, till I get here. When I get here, that's when I feel the effect. But if I'm just sitting here just doing this, to me, I don't get anything out of it. So I'm doing this for the people that love butterflies or whatever. All right. Um, so yeah. Today I'm keeping it very simple. These are just simple things that you can do around the house and just your environment when you have some time and space to do such. Also, I want to do more that some of the workouts, or not workouts, but some of the stretches I'll intend to do next time whenever you're kind of like in a rush or you might be in a public space, but you know you need to do like a stretch, like a quick stretch, but you don't want to bring any too much attention to you or anything like that. But it's just one of those revitalizing, re-energizing type of stretches where you'll feel like kind of groggy and foggy or anything like that. But once after I do these stretches, then I feel like I got like a second wind to go about my day and things like that and get things done. So hopefully y'all found usage and benefit from watching these stretches and doing these stretches, because it is very interactive when I do these type of videos. So as always, may you and the viewer find benefit of this medicine in the way that you need. And until next time, much love, bliss.